Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market. So the Wyoming meeting made an impact on the cryptocurrency as well, not only on the stocks and Forex market. And you can see that in general, the setup that we discussed in last week on Thursday suggested downward continuation has happened. So market currently is calling around 20 even area, which is vital for a long-term picture, because drop below the 20 even, it will open road to the old new trading range. So this market has abandoned it, standing here. This new trading range has been formed, then it has been broken, returns back in this range. Now this downside breakout, it might be open road for a deeper downside action. Another not pleasant moment here is that actually market has no strong support areas. So because the major 618 support already has been broken, yearly pivot support one has been broken, and only natural and psychological, this 20 even area works as a support. Market also is not at oversold right now there. So overall shape that we see here, not really very inspiring for the bulls as well. So also I would like to announce the new fundamental report that we have prepared on the Bitcoin market. We explain why we do not recommend making an investment. Actually, we do not recommend it even in the December 2021. So we considered the changing of the fundamental background in the United States, and in January in our report we have said that it's not a good time for buying the Bitcoin for long term for investing. Now we make an update on the fundamental background, mostly in relation with the stock market, and also explain why the markets, as the stock markets, the Bitcoin market, could get a tough time ahead. So if you're interested in it, you could find it in the blog. It's usually where I put the fundamental reports on Bitcoin market. I'll give the link in the video thread on the forum. On the weekly chart, flag that we discussed now is breaking down. It's also no oversold here. As you can see, market is just moving lower. So this is direct action with some period, should be to the OP. COP has been reached, drop, consolidation, breakout of the flag, and it's a logical technical direction somewhere in 1223 area in some medium-term perspective. So on the daily chart, mostly we have the same. So market has worked perfectly with our setup that we were following for the 3 weeks probably. Initially we were watching for a pullback, said this is great area for possible selling. It's confluence, completion some intraday targets, reversal performance. Now it has been broken as well. As you can see, also market is not at oversold, so actually here is nothing supports market except the monthly 20 even previous stops. So that's all. And currently, actually, overall short-term stop stands very similar to what we discussed in the weekend on the Forex market and the gold market. Is that we are watching for some pullback here and considering possible taking the short position for a possible downward continuation. At the same time, we do not want to see that market returns back in this flag, in this consolidation. So if this will happen, it will not break the overall bearish context or long-term our bearish view, but it could trigger a bit deeper action inside of the flag. It might be a bit more extended retracement, and that's why in the first stage of our plan, we need to control that price definitely stands below the trend line, outside of the flag pattern. This is vital condition for short-term downside trading. On the 4 time frame chart, we could keep watching for a few levels. So take a look that our primary object is, of course, 2170, 22. This confidence resistance that envelops, you can see greatly, this lower border of the flag. So this is a kind of the invalidation area. And whatever trade you are planning here for the downside, is taking short position at this level or maybe around the confluence, initial stop should be above this confluence. So if market will break it up, it means that, well, we should wait a bit for taking the new short position, and we should consider what will happen, because in this case chances on the bounce, chances on a deep upper action here increased. If you're watching for a long position taking, this is also might be informative to you, as the breakout of this level tells you that probably it makes sense to consider some bullish stubs that might be formed here. One of them, by the way, you can see on our chart, kind of this guys, by the way, is our ABCD patch that we are traded last week. So potentially it might be some kind of the head and shoulders. So I'm a bit skeptical on performance on this pattern and so on, but if somehow something will change and market indeed return it back up and challenging the neckline, which is actually in fact our invalidation area, and market break it up, well, with this hand and shoulders, market could keep going with this ABCD pattern to the upside. So these two moments to watch for. But at the current moment, we consider the pullback to some of these levels, probably to this one and this one, with the invalidation area around this confluence, and with a few targets. So as you can see, COP we have as 1918. OP of this ABCD pattern to the downside stands at 1750 approximately. 17.5 right there. So these two downside target market could gradually start moving to. So that's actually what we have currently on the cryptocurrencies.